update a student's email address. So let's check which of these emails we want to change. So let's say ava@example.com, right? So there are two ways we can do this. So one of the ways is to come here and see what? Update what? Students. Set what? Email equals to, so it was Eva, right? Yeah. So we now say, let's call it Eva2 example.com, and then we'll do this, right? So let me copy this code. Do you think this is going to work? What do you think is going to happen if we run this code? All the emails will change. So we have to put a condition that will limit what we want to change. Can you remember Eva's ID? We didn't check. Okay, let's check her ID so that we can work with her ID. So Eva's ID is what? 14. It's Ava, right? So it's 14. So when we come back to SQL, we paste that, then we put. So it's Ava. So where what? ID is equals to what? 14. Is that? Okay, and then we click on go. So it says what? One row affected. So let's check if it has changed. So we have here, it says what? Ava 2. Can you see? As easy as that. So what will happen if, so let me paste this code here. So what will happen if we want to change anybody that is having gmail.com to example.com, so that everybody will have example.com? Let's try that. I wish that is even in the question, but then let's try that. So we're going to see update students, set. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, we can use like, it will fetch. But then if you want to edit it, it's going to edit everything inside. Yes. It's going to edit everything inside. So, but I mean, there should be a way we can do this. Maybe fetch anything that is before the @ symbol and then change what is at the end. But I don't know. Maybe that's something that's with functions. I wouldn't like us to go there. Let's just answer these questions. That's our current priority. So we have done that update. What's the next thing? Delete a course from the database. So let's go to the courses and check which course we want to delete. So let's say we don't want a course called Shakespeare, and it has an ID of what? 5. So we come here, clear whatever is here, say delete what? Courses where ID is equals to what? Now let's try it and see what happens. What does it say? We didn't write this correctly. Delete courses, delete from. Click on go. Are we sure? Yes. Okay. And then it says what? Good. Do you know why? Now, we have referenced a student taking that course in the enrollment table. Now, when we delete that course that has already been taken by a student, what then will happen? What then will happen? The enrollment table will have record show that a student is taking a course, but the course does not exist. Are we together? The course does not exist. So because we reference this table, we have matched them together, then it will not allow us to play with the table anyhow. So we can only delete a course that nobody has taken before. This is for security reasons. Imagine you want to now check record of courses that have been taken and you don't find that course anymore. So it only allows you to change the name of the course, but not delete the course. But then there is a way to go around it. Sorry, a minute. Now, this can only happen when so this can only happen when you delete all the enrollments for that very course. Are we together? You can't delete this course until what? You delete all the enrollments for that course. So now, what is the course ID? What's the course ID? Is it not 5? So let's try something and see. Let's try it this way now. We say first, delete from what now? Enrollment. Where what? Where course, is it courses ID is equals to what? 5. And then we say what? Delete from courses where ID equals to 5. So let's try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but let's try. So it works. Can you see? So it is saying, okay, fine. Nobody's taking the course, so we can delete the course. So you see that there are 2 people, or 2 enrollments rather, and then there is 1 course that has been deleted. Are we together? So that is how we delete courses that have already been linked using foreign key. Are we together? So basically, looking at this now, I think we are done with this very assignment, right? Then if you can now go and write code that will now implement this using PHP, Python,